Hey guys, so I am here to do a quick labor and delivery video. Yay! I had my daughter on the 4th, and if you guys hear that noise in the background, I have her in her mama-roo and she's getting a little antsy. So I don't know, you guys might get a little bit disturbed with the video. But anyways, so I'm going to go from the day before I went into labor, which was the 3rd. And I'm just going to go over like how I was feeling leading up to my labor and so all that had happened. On the Thursday, I just remember feeling really like contraction-y, really crampy, really uncomfortable the whole day. My appetite was just not the same. I just felt off. So leading up to the nighttime, we had went out to Steak and Shake because my husband wanted a Steak and Shake because they had the what do you call it, the happy hour where you can get like 2 for $4 or something like that. And all I wanted was some Chick-fil-A French fries. That's all I wanted to eat. So I managed to eat my Chick-fil-A French fries. My husband got a milkshake, and so I wanted to try a milkshake, but for some reason it just did not taste the same to me. So I ended up not eating it, and I was just so uncomfortable in the car, and all I wanted to do was go home. So came home, rested, and I just was just off like all day long. So around let me think, around before that, before we went to Chick-fil-A, and in the morning my husband wanted to go walking because like I told you guys in my 38-week video that my OB, he was gonna go away the week of my 39-week. So if I had gone into labor that week, I would have had to have somebody else deliver her. So my husband and I, we were like, we need to try to do something to help get this baby out. So my husband was like, let's go walking. This was 10 something in the morning. It was getting hot. We live in Florida, so by like 9 o'clock, it starts to feel like craziness outside. So anyways, my husband and I with our 2 kids, we went walking half the neighborhood because he wanted to walk the whole neighborhood, and I was like, no way. So we managed to walk the half, and I just knew something felt different in my body just going halfway around the neighborhood. Came home, went to the whole Chick-fil-A and get the milkshake stuff, and my body was just completely off, and I started losing more of my mucus plug, and everything was just like, something is not right. So leading up to nighttime, I started having like really sharp twinges in my cervix area. I took a shower. I called my doula. I texted my doula to let her know like if anything was to happen, I was probably going to go in labor and delivery that night, because on Wednesday night I didn't sleep that well. And I remember calling my OB 3-something Wednesday, or late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, and he was like, you know, just keep an eye on things. If anything happened, go to labor and delivery. So I just stuck it out. And so Thursday, I was letting my doula know that, you know, if I feel the same way that I felt Wednesday, I'm definitely going into labor and delivery. So anyways, back to Wednesday night or Thursday night, I was texting my sister and she's like, has your water ever broken? And I was like, crazy? No. So we were just on the phone. This was like 9 something, and I was telling her I do not want my water to break. I never had it broken before, and when it did break in the hospital, I knew my contractions started like this, and I freaked out because they were so painful and it just started so fast. So 10 something, I took a shower, came out the shower. My husband wanted to have a little date night downstairs to watch Big Brother episode at 9 something or something around 10, and I was like, I got out the shower and I couldn't manage to go downstairs because I was just so uncomfortable. My back was hurting. I was having pain. Hold on guys, the baby's up. I hear you, mama. Oh, ladybug. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Let's turn this off. All right. Okay. So here she is. So, yeah. So, what was I saying? So I took a shower. and I couldn't go downstairs because I was just so uncomfortable. And I was like, babe, I cannot go downstairs. I just want to lay down. So my doula recommended putting rice in like a long tube socks and heating up in the microwave. So that's what I did, and I warmed it up in the microwave. My husband warmed it up and he brought it upstairs to me, and I just couldn't get comfortable. So anyways, I finally got comfortably enough to get ready to go to sleep, and like probably 10 minutes within trying to fall asleep, ooh, excuse me, I felt like this popping sensation like down there. And you know, I thought it was just like more mucus plug coming out, so I didn't pay much of attention to it. So I managed to, you know, get back to sleep. I was listening to my music on Pandora, and so I'm losing my train of thought here. So anyways, I felt really wet, and I got up because I figured that I just needed to go potty, go to the bathroom. And so I went, and liquid was just coming out of me. I wasn't even trying to pee or anything. It was just water just coming out of me. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I ended up waking up my husband because he came in bed around that time. And I was like, babe, I think my water just broke. Mind you, my sister and I were texting not even 2 hours before this happened, and and she was asking me, has your water ever broken? And I was like, no, and I did not want it to break. So not even 2 hours later, my water breaks, and I didn't, because it's the first time I ever had my water broken outside of the hospital. So my water breaks, and I was like trying to stay as calm as I can. I was texting my doula. I was like, oh my gosh, my water broke. I'm going to the hospital. So we had someone here staying with us, so I didn't even have to worry about the kids. I was like, babe, we need to go. So I changed myself, got myself all cleaned up, headed downstairs, out the door. 10 minutes later, we were at the hospital. So I get up to the hospital, I was like, my water broke. Got into the triage unit, and as soon as they told me to change, and I took off the clothes that I had on in the that I wore to the hospital, everything was just coming out of me, and I was like, oh my gosh. So when that happened, I was so nervous. I wouldn't say I was scared. I was just nervous because I remember with my son, like 5 minutes after my water broke with him, I had the worst contractions for a whole hour, and then he was born just like that. So I was like, oh my gosh, my doula's not here yet. I don't want this to happen so fast like it did with my son. So I was just like trying to stay calm, and it was just coming out. So anyways, they checked me and I was 5 centimeters, bless you. I was 5 centimeters dilated. And so, you know, this was like 11:50-ish. And I wasn't having contractions. It was crazy because my water broke, and I just sat there, and there was a lady like in the curtain across from me that was literally hurling. She was just throwing up and screaming, and when they checked her, she was only at 1 centimeter, and I'm here like, I'm at 5 centimeters dilated, and I am just like, glory to God. I'm gonna stay calm here because I do not want to tense myself up and lose it, because I know how I get. So around 2 something, I started having contractions. My doula was there, and she was doing her thing, and I'm so in love with that lady. She is just so amazing. So I started having the contractions, and she did her thing, and it kind of helped ease the pain. And I was like, when is my epidural coming? Because I asked for that epidural as soon as I got in that triage unit. I was like, what do you guys need to do to get me my epidural? And they were telling me blood work and start the IV and all that stuff. I was like, okay, let's get this ball rolling, because as soon as you guys put me in the room, I want my epidural. So by the time I got my epidural, I wasn't in any major pain. I was still 5 centimeters dilated, and my contractions were bearable for the most part. But I still wanted my epidural because I was not going to have this child like I did with my son and scream all over the place. So I managed to get my epidural around 2 something, going on 3 o'clock a.m. in the morning. And after that, oh my gosh, it was just the best epidural ever. I was able to move my feet. I still felt the tightening of my stomach. I just did not have the pain. And around 5, 6 o'clock ish, they checked me again, but I wasn't progressing. So my doctor came in and he was like, well, the contractions that you're having aren't really changing your cervix, so we're going to give you Pitocin. They gave me Pitocin, and within an hour and a half, I started to feel the pressure. They're like, if you feel any pressure, like you're going to have a bowel movement, let us know. And everybody was like, okay, I don't think she's going to progress that fast. But I went from 5 centimeters dilated to 10 centimeters dilated within less than 2 hours. And so my doula was sitting there and I was like, I feel a little bit of pressure. And they're like, okay, let's go have somebody check you. So the nurse comes in and she's like, oh, let's check you. And then she was like, I don't think you might be dilated so quickly, but we'll check you anyway. So sure enough, she checked me and she's like, oh my gosh, you're fully dilated. Let's go call the doctor. Anyways, the doctor came in and we had the practice push to kind of get her down there. And by the time the doctor did come in, she was crowning. And it was just the best experience that I could ever imagine, you know, having a labor and delivery. I mean, from my daughter having a bad epidural experience, to my son going natural without any pain medication, to being able to have my third child with an epidural, and to be able to experience it. The epidural was not like horrible. It didn't hurt getting it. I mean, there was discomfort, but the IV that I got right here hurt more than getting the epidural. And the way it was done, I was able to move my legs, to turn in bed and stuff. And while I was pushing her, I was able to feel like her going through me. And it was, I talk about it with a smile on my face because it was just the best experience. So anyways, I had this little beautiful girl, Ashley. You're grunting. I had my beautiful daughter at 8:25 in the morning on Friday. It was at least about 9 hours of labor from my water breaking until having her. And it was the best experience ever. And here she is. She is such a cutie. Say hi. Say hi. She's just looking around. It's almost her bedtime. She's just been feeding and so alert, so I just like, why not make my video? But anyways, that is my labor and delivery video. And I can do a quick 1 week postpartum update to show you guys really quick, because I don't know the next time I'm gonna be able to do a video, so guys bear with me. As far as she goes, she is doing absolutely perfect. She's such an amazing eater. She's getting fluffy. She's filling out with her little chunky chunk self. Look at her sucking her lips. She's getting hungry. So let me do this 1 week postpartum update for you guys really quickly, and that'll be it for my 1 week postpartum update labor and delivery video. I'm sorry this is just running along, but the baby is here, so I'm kind of tied up with time. So be sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe, and stay tuned for a quick belly shot. All right, Ladybug? All right, this is my hold on, guys. Belly from the front. This is my belly from the side. This is my belly from this side. I've done nothing but breastfed. It's from this side. This is it from this side. And I did get a little bit of stretch mark around my belly button here, but that's about it for me. And I'm not sucking in my belly. This is just how it looks. 1 week postpartum. Exclusively breastfeeding mama. But anyways, ooh. See my head. So anyways, that is it for my labor and delivery story and a quick postpartum 1 week postpartum update. I hope you guys enjoyed my little chit chat, my little rambling, my little all over the place rushing, trying to get this video done thing. So, and until next time, I'll see you guys soon. If you guys have any video suggestions, please leave them in the comment box below. And also please follow me on Instagram. And I will see you guys next time. And as always, I love you guys and God bless you. Bye.